Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor, and today we are going to talk about all of the series that I hope to finish, read, catch up on, accomplish in 2025. Let's get into it. Okay. I originally made my reading goals for 2025 video like right before this one, in which I was kind of giving spoilers to the series that I was going to read, and in that video I foolishly said, I don't think I have that many series to read or catch up on. Lies. Slanderous lies. So, let's talk about it because there's a lot next to me. So, I'll talk about first a couple that I only have the first book in the series for and need to, if I enjoy the series, want to continue picking up. Let's start with those. So first off, if you guys just saw my book outlet haul, I did talk about The King of Wrath by Amy Huang. This is a romantasy, or just I think like I don't even think it's romantasy. I literally think it's just like a romance book. Someone correct me in the bottom like comments if I'm wrong, but this one is a very beloved series. I did pick up the first one just to stick my toes in the water and see if I like it. So this is definitely one that if I enjoy the first one, I want to continue on in the series of, for sure. Next, another one that I want to pick up more of the series of because I just am obsessed with his books. This is Wolfsong by TJ Klune. I love everything TJ Klune has written. His writing style is just so unique and so interesting, and his covers are amazing. So this is I don't actually know what this series is called. It might be Green Creek novel. So I think it's the Green Creek series, and I know these ones are like werewolf love stories, I think, like queer werewolf love stories. I'm intrigued, and I just think these are going to be good. I love the redesign of the covers, so yeah, definitely plan on picking more of these up if I enjoy the first one. Okay, let's talk about some series now that are long overdue. So this is the Valiant series. A lot of the series and books that are currently on my shelves are YA books that I picked up a very long time ago thinking I was going to love them, and then they just sat on my shelves. So I'm kind of moving away from YA books as it is, so I feel like this is the year that I just need to like get them off my shelves, read them, and move past that phase in my life. I'm almost 32. I don't think I can relate as well to a 16-year-old as I could 10 years ago when I bought these books. So this is the Valiant series. This one I think basically follows a group of gladiators from what I remember. Sworn enemy of Julius Caesar. Now she is, working for, it's like a gladiator retelling, I think, which looks so badass and so good. These are, of course, by Leslie Livingston. So I have the Valiant, the Defiant, and the Triumphant. So I'm hoping to finish this trilogy. I don't think there's any more in the series. If there is, please let me know. But as of right now, these are three that I would very much like to finish this year. Speaking of YA series, let me grab it. Oh, let's talk about the Cinder series. So this is of course by Melissa Myers. This is a series I've had for quite some time. These editions are beautiful. I thrifted these actually and was shocked to find them in such amazing condition. But yeah, these from what I remember are, let me see if I can find the first one. Where is it? Cinder, here we go. So these I think follow like a human android type of situation. So I think they're like obviously like fairy tale retellings, but like with androids, which I find very interesting. So yeah, it's the Lunar Chronicle trilogy or series. This is of course Cinder. I don't actually remember the series or the like order in which these go, but I have Cinder, Cress, Winter, that one's dense. Stars Above, which looks like a like collection of stories. Oh gosh, Fairest, and Scarlet, which I think this is the second one in the series. But yeah, I want to just read these. I've spent a lot of these, to be honest, I spent decent money on. And I just want to get to the series, see if I like them, and if I enjoy them, great. If not, get them off my shelves. Make room for more. Make room for better. And so yeah, this is another one I'm hoping to get to this year. Okay, I don't know if this actually qualifies as YA or adult, but I think it's YA. This is the Cruel Prince series by Holly Black. I have seen these on BookTube and BookTok for years. It is an older series that came out a couple years ago. These, of course, are the 3 books in the series: The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and The Queen of Nothing. These are fae stories following a girl named Jude. Is this a signed edition? Oh no, just kidding. I think this is one I got from Owlcrate, so that tells you how old this one is, but I'm really excited to read these. I think they're going to be really good. I, again, love a fantasy romance type of story, and I think these ones are going to be very interesting, and I know they're very beloved, so gotta get these off my shelves. Sticking with the fantasy world, let's talk about Woodward Wall series by Deborah A. Baker, aka Seanan McGuire. These are novella series that follow a story within a story of her. Most recent one was titled Creatures. What is that series? Anyways, it's like a story within a story that she made an actual novel about. So I ended up reading this one, I think last year or 2 years ago, and enjoyed it, but I read it very closely in tandem with the story from Tahara Mafi, so it's really hard for me to remember anything about this, to be honest. So I need to go back and reread this, and I know there's a couple from this series that I'm still missing, so I want to hopefully get through these pretty quickly and then finish out the series, because I do think it is now completed. So we have Over the Woodward Wall, Among the Saltwise Sea, and Into the Wind-Racked Wilds. These are all tongue twisters, I swear. So again, hopefully ones that I can get to. I love Seanan McGuire books. I enjoy them quite a bit, so these I want to definitely get to this year. All right, sticking with our fantasy theme, let's talk about another series that's been on my shelves for way too long. This is Before She Ignites by Jodi Meadows. This, I think, has been in a couple of my series challenge videos for the year, and I still have not gotten to them. I just know I'm going to enjoy these. I just have a good feeling about it. So it's one of those that, like, I know it's going to be so good that I just don't do it, because that makes sense. So these are dragon stories, and I think if I remember correctly, it's something about dragons, to be honest. It's hard for me to remember, but I know there's dragons in this, which we all know I love a dragon book. But this is Before She Ignites, then As She Ascends, and When She Reigns. I just think these look so good, and I just want to read them so badly, and I hope I love them, so we'll see. I also had a really bad habit for years of buying an entire series before I'd even read the first book, which is part of what both of those and the Valiant series were. So again, really hoping that I like them. Okay, let's talk about a series I've decided to dip my toes back in. Again, speaking of dragons, let's talk about the Eragon series. Oh my gosh, I read Eragon last year? Gosh, was it last year or 2 years ago? Either way, I've read it somewhat recently, and then I kind of didn't love it, and so I've paused my reading of the series. I've kind of decided I want to continue on in it, which of course then means we read The Eldest, The Inheritance, and The Briesinger. I don't remember how to pronounce that. Of course, these are all by Christopher Poloni. I am intrigued. I'm not gonna even lie. The last like 100 pages of Eragon really actually brought me into the story way more than I thought that they would, and I'm hoping this is an author that writing continues to get better the more they write. Does that make sense? Because I know he wrote Eragon as like a 16-year-old, I think, so I'm hoping as he matures, his writing matures. So I've decided to give these a try. They're big books, and I'm a little burnt out on big books right now, so we'll see when we get to this, but I do want to get to these this year. We'll see how it goes. Speaking of oh gosh, okay, they're all like stacked next to me, so I'm like trying to get to them. Speaking of fantastical creatures, again, a shelf challenge that's been around for a while. These are nothing new. These are the Crown of Feathers books by Nikki Palprado. These are again ones that I've had on my shelves for forever. Would love to get to them. These are Griffin retellings. In a world ruled by fierce warrior queens, a grand empire was built upon the backs of phoenix riders, legendary warriors who soared between the sky on wings of fire until a war between two sisters ripped it all apart. I think this is gonna be really good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited about this. So this is Crown of Feathers, then we have Wings of Shadow, and then we also have Heart of Flames. Again, these just look so good. Why have I not read them yet? I don't know, because I have 600 other books that I need to read. Regardless, I think these are going to be really good, and I'm really excited about them. So we're going to read them this year. It's going to happen. Apparently, I'm having a Melissa Meyer backlist year because I'm also planning on reading her Renegade series, which is about superheroes and supervillains. And I'm actually I'm way more excited for this than I think than the Lunar Chronicles, but I know that's like her OG series, so we got to do both. I got to read the backlist. I just know that I'm going to really like this. This is, of course, Renegades, which follows a superhero and a villain. And I don't think there's romance aspects to this, but it's a high-stakes world of adventure, passion, danger, and betrayal. Humans with extraordinary abilities. I'm very excited about this. I think this one's going to be really good. So we have Renegades, Arch Enemies, and then, of course, Supernova, which, again, I love these covers. I'm just excited. I'm excited to read this year. I'm excited to, like, get to stuff that's been on my shelves for forever. I think it's just going to be a good year. I'm very excited about it. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, speaking of backlist and, like, getting to an author, this is also going to be the year that I read, I think, all of Stephanie Garber's backlist, because I just found out she's coming out with a new book in September, and I would really like to be a Stephanie Garber fan by the time that one comes out. Fingers crossed. Let's talk about it. Okay, so I have 3 of her books in 3 different types of editions, but I need to pick up the rest of the series. But I also have, of course, her beloved Carnival. This is, I think, her original debut. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but this is, I think, the book that put her on the map. And there's a really beautiful edition that's out on Amazon that I really want to get of all the books. So high likelihood that I do that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is, of course, the series. This follows a woman or a girl who, let's see, has dreams of seeing Carnival, the once-a-year performance where the audience participates in the show. And she writes, I remember starting this one, and I think she basically writes in every year to, like, be a part of the show. And then as an adult or as, like, a teenager, she finally gets access to the show. I think this is YA. I'm, like, 98% sure. But yeah, I'm really, really excited for this one. Along with, I know this one wasn't as beloved as the Carnival series, but this is Once Upon a Heart, A Broken Heart by her as well. I have 2 different editions. These are both actually, I think, from the OUS versions, I'm pretty sure. But this is, I think, a fantasy retelling. Pretty sure. Evangeline Fox believed in happily ever after until she learns that the love of her life is about to marry another and her dreams are shattered. Oh, I think she makes a deal with the Prince of Hearts. In exchange for his help, he asks for 3 kisses given at his place and time of his choosing. Bargaining with an immortal is a dangerous game, and the Prince of Hearts wants far more from her than he pledged. Scandalous. So this, again, is the sequel. I need to pick up the 3rd one in the trilogy, along with the rest of the Carnival series. I'm very excited for this. I'm not going to lie. I'm really, really hyped about this. I think it's going to be very good. So, as if that's not enough, on top of all of my other series and my 25 to read in 2025 and my nonfiction and my graphic novels, I'm also attempting to do something else this year in terms of reading series. Hold on. In 2025, I'm attempting to read all of the Wizard of Oz books. Oh god, that's heavy. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, since we're in our Wizard of Oz era, given the movie that's coming out next year, or this year, and the movie that came out in 2024, the Wizard of Oz books are actually a series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 books. Starting, of course, with the OG, The Wizard of Oz. So L. Frank Baum wrote 14 other books in the world of The Wizard of Oz, and I haven't read them since I was a child. So I'm actually thinking this is an amazing time to read these books, maybe do some reading vlogs for you guys. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in. Maybe doing one reading all of them. I feel like that's going to take me a while because they're 14 books and they're not the smallest books. But yeah, I remember reading these, like I said, as a child and really, really, really loving them. I think I finished them all in middle school was probably the last time I read these. So yeah, I'm excited for these. I have them all in these beautiful hardback editions with this gorgeous cover art. So I'm excited. This is a lot, but I really think that this is like a good time to be reading this given the movie coming out. And yeah, if you guys didn't know, now you know. The Wizard of Oz is an actual series. Obviously, Wicked is based off of Gregory, oh my gosh, McGuire's adaptation of that, and of course with Wicked, but this is the OG stuff, guys. So let's burn through this real quick. That's not going to be in order of what the actual series is, but in no particular order, we have The Emerald City of Oz, Ozma of Oz, The Marvelous Land of Oz, TikTok of Oz, R.I.P. TikTok. Oh, hold on. We also have The Scarecrow of Oz, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. Oh, what is this? The Magic of Oz. The Lost Princess of Oz. Oh. Okay. The Road to Oz. The Tin Woodman of Oz. Glinda of Oz. Look at that cover. Stunning. The Patchwork Girl of Oz. Rinky Tink in Oz. Look at the goat. And of course, the ever stunning, wonderfully beautiful Wizard of Oz. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. If you guys again didn't know, the Wizard of Oz does have a series to it. All of the characters kind of connect throughout the series. There's a lot of new characters that come through that, from what I remember, feed through the whole series. And yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I'm not gonna lie. This has been one that I've had on my list for a while, but I just feel like now's a really good time to get into it. So yeah, if you guys want, we can maybe do a read along of doing the series together if that's something you guys are interested. Let me know how you guys want to talk about this with me, how you guys want to see this maybe in some videos. Let's talk about it in the comments below. I think this is going to be a fun one for sure. So yeah, that's it, guys, for my series I'm hoping to read, finish, catch up on in 2024. If you guys have any suggestions for stuff that you want to see more from me of, let me know as always down in the comments below. Love connecting with you guys down there, and let me know if there's any series you guys are excited for me to read, to check out. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm hoping to get to most of these this year. We'll see what happens, but fingers crossed that ends up happening. So yeah, as always, if you guys did like the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more of my face, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!